don't bother getting up. Just lay down and relax. Just continue to rest your head on my lap. Well, it's a lot more like my tail, actually, but you get the idea. That was quite the crash. When your ship crashed against these rocks, I didn't think you would survive. You almost didn't. But I saved you. You're welcome. But as you can see, I'm no savior. You should have noticed from the tail, right? Maybe you thought I was a mermaid? A kind and gentle, beautiful mermaid who just wanted to save shipwrecked sailors like yourself. Well, I'm sorry, but your idea of mermaids might be a little twisted. I'm afraid I'm actually a siren. Jagged rocks like these were made for sinking ships. You should have been more suspicious, but now you're mine. And are at my mercy. If I'm completely honest, I don't know why you even came to me. Am I really that pretty? I know it wasn't because of my voice. My voice is far too weak to lure in any sailor. Even if I try to sing, I can't make myself loud enough to be heard. The sailors always take one look at me and know not to get close. Every single time without fail, they change course away from me. They never get close enough to hear my song and be charmed by it. I've never even gotten the chance to actually catch and eat a human. You'd be my first. If sirens needed to eat to live, I'd have starved long ago. But still, it's not like you're going to be going anywhere. You don't look like you can even stand up, much less swim away. So, I guess we can talk for a bit. My precious meal isn't going anywhere. You know, since I've never caught a human before, and I'm the only siren around here, really, I've never had much of a conversation. How would you like to have a little chat with me? I mean, it's not like you can say no, since I could just eat you at any moment. It's best to just follow along with me. I'm embarrassed to admit it, but there are so many things that I'm ignorant of. I've always been fascinated by human ships. I've seen some very large and imposing vessels in my time. And when I see them conquer the waves, I'm completely dumbstruck. I have no idea how you make them. What I'm most curious about, however, is human songs. Sometimes when a ship sails by, if the sailors are particularly loud, I might hear a few words of a sea shanty that they sing. Well, before they inevitably change course away from me. I don't think I've ever heard any song in its entirety. I've only ever heard scattered parts here and there. I think at most I heard 5 lines. Well, all at one time. I believe it went like, as the souls of the dead fill the space of my mind, I'll search without sleeping till peace I can find. I fear not the weather, I fear not the sea. I remember the fallen do they think of me when their bones in the ocean forever will be? Isn't that such a beautiful song? And it's quite sad as well, but I think the sorrow makes it even more beautiful. I know humans see us sirens as seductive, gorgeous creatures, but humans really are quite beautiful in their own way as well. You're fascinating. It would almost be a shame to eat you. I mean, I really want to, though. You're so vulnerable. Your skin is so exposed. So easy to sink some teeth into. And you're so defenseless. You don't so much as have a knife on you. What could you really do against me? And the crash really left you worse for wear. I'd be surprised if you could even throw a punch, much less overpower me. When I look at prey as vulnerable as you, every instinct inside me is telling me to eat you. I've never tasted a human before, and you look very, very good. But it would be such a shame to eat you, wouldn't it? You're human. You must know so much. I wonder, how many songs do you know? Complete ones? I bet complete ones are a lot longer than 5 lines. Aren't they? I'd love to hear a few songs. It doesn't matter if you aren't much of a singer. I think I might even prefer it if you're a bad one. It'd be pretty cute. So now then, why don't you tell me the lines of a song you know? And I would obey as if I were you. Don't forget, I could eat you at any time. Wow, that was wonderful. Truly splendid. And here I thought that I was the siren. Your songs are so alien to me. It's no wonder I find you fascinating. I'm stuck out here, and there is such a limit to inspiration. There's a wide expanse of sky and bottomless depths of the ocean. I know you humans find it mysterious. Why, even I haven't explored it much myself. There are a lot of, not nice things to see down there. And of course, there's my own loneliness to draw inspiration from. But other than those 3 things, I don't have much inspiration for songs. I've tried to make a few of my own, you know? There's not much else to do out here. But you humans, you have your own vibrant world out there on land to draw inspiration from. Sometimes I explore the wreckings of ships, and I'm fascinated by what I find. There is a statue of an animal with 2 large bones, I think, and a really long nose. I think it's a nose, or is that an arm? It it also had these two giant floppy ears. It was otherworldly, almost scary. Or this time, the wreck had a sort of device. It had a bunch of writing on it that I couldn't really decipher, but it looked kind of like a circle. And on the circle there were these two sticks, and they moved around and made a ticking sound. It's my most prized possession. Well, not anymore. Now I have you. But the point is, I know I'm repeating myself a lot here, is that you humans are truly mesmerizing. So, I'd like to hear more lines to a song, please. I know I don't have to say please. Not when you're like this, at least. But, still, I'd like to hear another song. Please. Oh, that was just as entrancing as the last one. I absolutely must commit the lines to memory. Songs tend to have deeper meanings, don't they? I wonder what yours meant. Just thinking about it is just as exciting as listening to it. I can't remember the last time I had this much fun. You're really quite delightful to have around. I wonder what you'd think of one of my songs. Should I sing it for you? I can give you a short one, just a sample. I wonder if you'd find it as exotic as I find yours. Probably not. It's an interesting experiment nonetheless. Okay, here I go. I put my heart in a bottle out to the sea. I waited and waited, overcome by glee. The thought on my mind of what could be, that someone else would return their heart to me. But as days became nights, and nights became days, I waited and waited till my eyes did glaze. The wasted time set the sea ablaze, now too violent for hearts to appraise. What do you think? It's not too bad, right? The syllables aren't perfect and the rhythm's a little off, but at least it rhymes. And I think it has a nice meaning. Maybe I could use a bit more practice. At least on making lyrics for songs. The sea shanties the sailor sings are much better than this. They're always much better than anything I could make. The problem stopping me from improving, I think, is I don't exactly have anyone to give me any sort of feedback. But maybe you could do that for me. I'd love to get feedback from you. Not just on my lyrics, but on my singing as well. Well, I'd even just love to talk, really. I've been dying for conversation. I think I'll keep you around. Yeah, I'll keep you around. You're mine, and you're never leaving me. But I won't eat you. But in return, you have to do something for me too, alright? Talk to me. Tell me about human things. About human songs. And do tell me how my singing is. Here, I'll get started. Let's listen closely.